So yeah, we're here for part 10 for What If Naruto is Banished from the Village, my most popular series, the series that's helped me get some subscribers, quite a few actually. And yeah, from now on, first 5 people to comment, and if you're and the first 5 people to say they're the first 5 to watch, also get shout outs now. It's a new thing I think I'm gonna do. So now I'm gonna leave you with my intro.
Turning to ashes, when do we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you. Just turn around and leave me. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain.
Let's dive in. After 3 days of walking in silence, the group finally arrived in Konoha, the Hidden Leaf, Konoha. You never answered. Who's Shinaka? Shizuka, asked Hinata. My wife is carrying my kid, so I have to end this war pretty quickly to get there for their birth. Or his birth, or her birth, said Naruto. Ah, so it was late and slow, said Hinata. Late for what? Asked Naruto. Well, said Hinata, before she was cut off by Naruto, who stopped her. You loved me. I kinda did like you. That is why I kissed your forehead before I left. But, well, we didn't see each other for a while, and I never thought I was going to see you again. And I had to move on because I didn't think we'd ever see you again. Move on, so sorry, said Naruto. Naruto walked through the village, and saw the way everyone saw him, either with hate or love and desire. He walked to the Hokage's office with his hood down. He knocked on the door 3 times. Come in, said Tsunade. Naruto walked in to see that Rock Lee, Neji, Tenten, Shikamaru, Choji, Hinata, Kiba, Konohana, and Itachi were already in there. And with them was Sasuke, Sakura, Shino, Uno, Iruka, Ibisu, Udon, Wagi, and Tanabe Winru. No one turned around to see Naruto. He just stood in the back, having a cigarette. Well, taking a bit from the pipe. You know, the one Mike Horizon did. Okay, so in here, we'll work and have a platoon to protect our village. If it is attacked. Okay, well. Also, you and your platoons will set off evacuation areas to help our civilians, said Tsunade. Yes, ma'am, said the group. And they all left the room. Naruto walked out from the shadows and faced Tsunade. Ah, you have grown up since the last time I saw you, laughed Tsunade. Of course I have. What do you think? I was still a peepsqueak? No, we're the little young ones, asked Naruto. Well, since they're about 8 at night, I sent them to bed, said Tsunade. Tsunade looked over Naruto. She saw his muscles, not too big, but not too small. He was average height, but he smelled like burnt food, maybe cigarettes, or pipe. Do you smoke, asked Naruto? No. Only when I have to fight for Shizuka's life, or to fight a Jinchuriki, or for their sake. That's all. Why do you want to know? Asked Naruto. Well, I was just curious. Well, also, I want you to train every shinobi here that's not under Rock Lee, Neji, Tenten, Shikamaru, Choji, Nata, Kiba, Iruka, Konohana, Itachi, Sasuke, Sakura, Shino, Uno, Ibisu, Udon, Wagi, and Hanabi. Which they will all have 3 Genin, 2 tuning, and a Jonin. Which they are together, they will have 54 Genin, they will have 36 tuning, and they will have, and then being the Jonin. And apart from that, there is 54 more Genin, and there's an extra 50 tuning, and well 60 Jonin. You won't have to deal with training because they are preparing evacuation sites and areas. And also, they'll be doing what they have to do to prepare for war. So you can train and will help the Genin in tuning. Can you do that? Asked Nade. Yes, I can. And I'll make sure they are up by 5 and ready to train all day from 6 to 9 at night. And to be asleep, 8, 9, and be in bed by 10. Okay, I'm off, said Naruto. Why so early and why so late? Did I get food breaks last night? I'll decide on tomorrow's progress, said Naruto. Naruto left the room. We jumped to Toriko. Command and prepare the troops. They've entered and started attacking us, said Toriko. You're a bitch, you know. I've killed 2 of you already, but they went up in smoke. Just like this village will, said a man. The man has white as clear hair, a mist headband, purple clothing with a blue cloak, and a massive sword on his back. They call me Sugetsu, said Sugetsu. Sugetsu charged at Toriko. She drew her sword and watched it split in half. Toriko dodged to the left and was hit by a blade and went in smoke. One of the Torikas, at least, did. We jumped to one of them, or a clone. Depends on who she is. Shizuka and Yuba, get on the boat. Clone, go with them. I'll handle them, said Toriko. Okay, where are we going? Asked the clone. Well, Naruto said to head to the Hidden Leaf. Should take about a week and a half, shouted Toriko. The clone nodded, and Shizuka nodded, and her 4 bodyguards went on the boat along with the clone. The clone gave Toriko her sword. Have fun, they're lucky, thought Toriko. She turned to the door to see it kicked in, and she turned to see that they are long gone. She turned back to see they are long gone. From the winds her clones made along with Shizuka's wind. So this is my doom, thought Toriko. She saw 7 figures with different blades, or bladed weapons. They charged at her. Toriko dodged one blade and was hit from another. After jumping around for 5 minutes, if I push myself like this, I'm going to push myself. This might kill me, thought Toriko. She formed the Shadow Clone technique in science. Morty Shadow Clone, whispered Toriko. She poured all of her chakra, made 20 clones. She dropped to the ground and was knocked out. We jumped to a clone. The clone dashed towards one of the figures with a sword out and disappeared behind the figure. She kicked her in the back, making her lose balance. She fell off and pierced her arm with her own blade and hit her head on a rock. Fuck armor. Why do you do something that stupid, said Sugetsu. Sugetsu pierced the clone with his blade and it went up in smoke. And we jump to another clone. He sees 3 clones killed. So far, 5 clones sought the clone. The clone dragged the real Toriko behind the hidden door. After we deal with the clones, we will allow the real one to die from chakra exhaustion, said a woman. Whatever, let's hurry up, shouted another woman. The Toriko clones ran at one to only see 10 clones left, including her. The clone and the rest of the clones charged at the 7 figures, making sure none died. One clone kicked the man in the nuts. He collapsed to the ground. Another clone slid under a female warrior and stabbed her in the breast. The clone charged at the man and started kicking him in the face. The man stood up and cut the clone in half. We jumped to another clone who is going out, giving out blows to voice. A woman with red hair and pink hair with dark skin. Also, it's reddish and pinkish hair with a dark skin girl. Aikai, you getting beat by a clone? So weak, said a dark-skinned lady with black hair. Shut up, you are still fighting, Akari, said Aikai. The clone took the easy way and used this distraction and kicked the girl named Kai in the face and made her spit out blood. The clone was dispelled. We jumped to another clone and he was starting to weave hand signs and watching the other clones. Earth's our mud wall, shouted Toriko's clone. She continued to weave signs. Wind bullets, shouted Toriko. She hit 2 of them. She started forming and collecting pure chakra in her hand. She charged at the man. Rasengan, Earth Star, shouted Toriko. She hit Sugetsu in the balls with a Rasengan and he collapsed and hit a wall. She was dispelled and decapitated by Aikai. We jumped to Dry, who's been led by Yugito through the land of lightning. Kaito, I'm still goddamn pissed at you, you brat, said Dry. I know, father, but I want to live up to Naruto. I shinobi of real strength and skill, said Kaito. I have more experience and more than him, so be respectful towards me. Remember, I taught him, so if you want to learn from him, you have to learn from me. First, laughed Dry. You telling me I could have bought my kid? That's so unfair. You get to bring yours and I didn't, laughed Coroner. No, he wasn't meant to come. Now I also have to deal with this brat, Yukito. How much longer? Asked Dry. We'll be there soon, said Yukito. They continued the walk in silence, except for Kyoto, who is jumping around and trying to find something to do, but can't. Izzy knows shock control. Maybe he's a sensory type, thought Dry. Kyoto jumped next to Dry and took a drink of his gallon of water. Kyoto, can you use your chakra to sense other things that are up in front of us, asked Dry. I have no clue. I will try though, father, said Kyoto. Kyoto jumped up and dashed forward within the trees and arrived back in 10 minutes. So, when I used my chakra, it felt funny, but then I felt this really big pulse and it came from her. Yukito, right? If I heard right, said Kyoto. Yukito stared at him. Yeah, I'm the Jinchuriki of the Two Towers. Your student there must be a high level sensory, Dry, said Yukito. He's my son, but whatever. There's no difference, said Dry. Dry started to weave hand signs. Kyoto, pay attention, dumbass, said Dry. Dry waved hand signs and placed his thumb on the ground. Kyoto did and followed and did it for a while. Father, nothing is happening, said Kyoto. Oh yeah, sorry, forgot. But you have to bite your thumb and have some... You have to bite your thumb and have some blood on your hand, said Dry. Kyoto bit his thumb and waved hand signs, and once he put his hand on the ground, he disappeared in smoke. Fuck, if I return and he is dead, Sonata will kick me out and then kill me, thought Dry. They continued walking for another 3 days. When they entered the hidden cloud village, they were greeted by Gara and A. Ah, you have returned. Our forces are ready to defend us, said A. Yes, I'll show you around, said Gara. Gara led Dry Guy, Kurenai, Kakashi, and Asuma around. Wait, Dry, where is Kaito? The group that came here a little while ago said he was with you. Where is he? Asked Gara. Oh, I had him do the summoning jutsu, so I don't have to put up with him and not have to need to watch over him during the battle, said Dry. We jumped to someone unknown nearby. If I tell Ao and he tells Tatsumo, then yes, I can get a promotion. And he can tell Tetsumo, and he will be a bigger shinobi and help us destroy the leaf by the anger he has. All I have to say is that Dry got rid of one of his kids who he raised, and was not a good father figure, chuckled the man. The man turned around to see Dry and Kakashi. You won't be doing anything, spy, stated Dry. Kakashi formed lightning in his hand. Fuck, a purple lightning, thought the man. Chidori, said Kakashi. The man turned to a log. Yes, lucky I learnt the body substitution jutsu, thought the man. We jumped to Naruto, who's doing his rounds of the tuning and getting. Come on, put your ass into it. Do more and faster, shouted Naruto. Faster push-ups, I mean. Naruto training for the past couple of days have pushed these ninjas past the limits more than once. They are all near the edge of death. The training consists of 1,000 push-ups, 500 sit-ups. They have to be done in an hour or they do it again till they complete it. After the push-ups and sit-ups, they train using elemental affinity and trying to harness it for 3 hours. Then they would train mastering elemental jutsus like Wind Gale Pump for 2 hours. Depends on their affinity. Then they were training with Kenjutsu for 3 hours. And then for 3 hours again, they were training in Taijutsu. And then for the rest of the night, they trained using Ninjutsu. Well, for 3 hours. Naruto has spotted and discovered 5 individuals who have promised, one for each training course. I need to trust and learn about these individuals. I will ask Tsunade about Kuno, Narai, Soka, Tataina, and Moto, thought Naruto. Brats, I'll leave you brats while you do this exercise. You should be done when I'm back. If you are not, on the next course, unless you want to train a week straight, you have to be done, laughed Naruto. Training brats not that hard, thought Naruto. Naruto walked around the village for half an hour. When he was almost at the training ground, with all the Genin and Chunin, he notices some figures. About 12 of them, all wearing Mist Stone and Whirlpool ninjas, all having the Elite Forces trademark, a red, blue and grey sword on the left side of their face, and also the headbands. Also, these spies. I would tell my clients about them, thought Naruto. Naruto 324 kunai and shurikens at the figures. 2 for each. The shuriken all hit their spot in the trademark. But they all dodged the second and ran off. Multi-shadow clone jutsu, shouted Naruto. 20 clones chased after the figures. Naruto was jumping from branch to branch and saw his clones counter all of them. Naruto jumped down and pulled off a Whirlpool Ninja Master reveal. That is where we end this. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already and you're new. And also comment what you think and if I should try and leave it on my series on cliffhangers more. But peace out.